Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Fight like a That's what it's all about, man. I'll never forget where I heard that. I paid a coach a while back when I first started my journey into growth and just as a human. This wasn't even in business. This was just I was lost, man. I had relationships with my parents, relationships with some of my siblings, a relationship in all regards to my wife, my now wife, and I needed a change. And I heard a guy who was kind of my mentor, kind of without knowing it. We didn't have like a really interpersonal relationship. We knew each other. I was part of his group, whatever. And I remember him saying, "You gotta fight like a." And when that time happened, I printed that out and I stuck it on the bottom of my computer, and it's still there to this day. And it means so much to me. And I basically used it as my slogan. Why? Because it was everything wrapped into one. It doesn't matter what part of your life you're in, what stage of your life you're in, whether you are a business owner or you're an entrepreneur, you're an entrepreneur, you're just a guy working for another company. It doesn't matter. You are the CEO of your life. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard that said before. I didn't make it up. It isn't mine. But you are. It's your world. It's your life. It's your struggle. It's your success. It's your everything. And you're the one that's in control of your emotions. You're the one in control of your actions. You're the one in control of every single thing that you do. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, man. We're trying to grow over here. I ain't begging. I don't give a do it, don't do it at the end of the day. But I do take time out of my day to create these videos. I try to be inspiring. I just give it to you all, right? Something I tell a lot of people when I do a lot of content, I don't structure notes and reading off teleprompters and like that. I'm sure it's pretty evident by how I talk that you would know this, right? I just speak from my heart, man. I speak with passion. I speak with love. I speak with care because I really feel this way about what the world has to offer. And there are so many people not living up to their potential every day. And every day you wake up and your life is subpar. And that's a decision that you're deciding to make. And maybe you don't know how to turn it around. And maybe, just maybe, you come to this channel or you know somebody that you could share these videos with. And maybe, just maybe, it helps them out. So we appreciate you guys being here. Like I said, if you're new, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button. If you've already been here and you've been watching these videos and you get something from them, we appreciate the out of you too because we couldn't do without you. Yes, we're very early on this channel. Yes, we know we have a lot of growth, a lot of room for growth, but that's okay. That's how everything starts, right? We got to start at the bottom, just like life. We start at the bottom and we got to go to the top. So on this episode, I really wanted to talk about exactly how I came out, right? And you wake up every day, and what is it that is making you go to the next level? What's pushing you? What's the fire that's being lit under your to take your life to the next level? Or is there one? Who are the people that you're surrounding yourself with? Because there's not a lot of things that I'm going to come on here and say that you probably haven't heard in other places. I didn't invent this. I didn't invent self-improvement or business building. I didn't invent any of it. If anything, I'm a student, still a student. But I've also used the tools that were given to me, and I've built myself a business, I've built myself a life, and I've built myself a level of success that now I definitely feel confident enough to come on here and help you build success in your life and in your business. Or even if you don't have a business, or if you're thinking about building a business. But it doesn't make a difference, because at the end of the day, if you stumbled upon my video, you're in the right place because the Lord or whoever you believe in helped align you with exactly where you needed to be right now in this place. And here you are, and it's you and me. Yeah, maybe 20 people watch this, but at the moment, as I discuss this, it's you and I talking. Open your ears, listen to what I have to say, take it all in, take it in stride. I ain't here to on people. I want people to succeed. I see you. I see growth in you. I see potential in you. But here's the problem. It's one thing for me to see potential in you, but it's another thing for you to see potential in you. And this is something I had to learn a long time ago. And this is something I've said to myself. Now, in my mind, I created this because this was not heard anywhere. I kind of just put it together in my mind. Now, I'm sure it's been said in one degree or another, and I'm not taking any, I'm not taking any credit for it, right? But the truth in life is this. You cannot be better for other people until you're better for yourself. You cannot be the best version of yourself for others until you're the best version of yourself for you. And I want you to break that down for a second and understand what I'm saying, right? I'm not saying you can't show up for people. I'm not saying that you can't do things for people. I'm not saying that that part of your life is not possible. But what I am saying is, how the are you going to be giving somebody advice or helping somebody with their problem when you're still trapped inside of your own Now we do it, but it's kind of fake when you really think about it, right? I've actually dug myself up out of the mud. I've actually dug myself up out of suicidal thoughts and attempted suicides and living in a miserable conditions and having nothing and having no food and no place to live and living in the street and living in a van and living here and living there and building my life up to where I am now to say to you that it's possible. Because even you, as you sit here watching this video, may be sitting in the doldrums. You may be in the worst conditions possible. You may look around you and think there's no way in the world I could get out of this. But it couldn't be further from the truth. Because every single person, when you get up in the morning and you take a breath of fresh air and you have health, you have air in your lungs, you have an opportunity. But the question is, are you somebody that has the willingness to go out there and take what the you want? Or are you just going to sit back timid and wait for the world to come to you? Because I can promise you, especially in the world we live in now, ain't coming to you. You got to go take what's yours. And take no prisoners in the end. That's the mentality you have to have. You have to have the willingness to get the up, push hard, tell the next off I'm working on my right? Because I had to do this inside of my own business. Inside of my own life, right? I had to tell people that were close to me that I couldn't help them anymore. I had to learn to be a little bit selfish. There is a selfish element to building a life that you truly want, right? There is a selfish element to that. There has to be. Because unless you're willing to put your head down and go after what you want, not what they want, not what this one wants, not what this woman wants, not what this person wants, you yourself, how can it not be selfish? Right? I'm not telling you you can't be a family man, you can't take care of your kids, because I raised 2 children that were my stepkids with my wife, and now my daughter's about to go to college, and my son is working in my business, and they're both come a long way. And I did that simultaneously while building myself up. Now, don't get me wrong, there were hard times with my wife. We had a lot of hard times, and I made a lot of selfish decisions because I had to. I had to start doing things for me. When you live a life where it feels like everything you do is for other people, and you're never satisfying your own needs for things that you know you need, now is you time, man. This is your time to shine, your time to build, your time to grow, right? And everything I'm talking about right now, by the way, could be applied to business, because I know that I started this channel and a big part of it is talking about how to build business. But the truth is, I realized after I shot so many videos that if I didn't take a step back, get my together, there was no real way that I could make happen what needed to happen. And even in my business, if I didn't build myself up and be selfish in how I became as a adult and a person, then there was no way that I could show up the way I need to show up for the people that I need to show up for. So I showed up for me. I kicked in my life. I showed up as a savage, right? And taking what the I knew that I had coming to me. And thankfully, I have a very supportive wife who has many times told me, I always knew you'd be successful. And I appreciate that she saw that in me, because when in my earlier days, as if I'm talking to you right now, I didn't feel that way about myself. So again, I say all this to say to you, you have the abilities, man. If you woke up this morning and you have the ability to watch this video and you're sitting there with a phone or you're on your computer, you've got a chance to watch this, you are enough. You're more than enough. And you're more than capable to take what the is yours, get after it, and win. Winning is contagious too. And the minute you start reading and writing and journaling, whatever it is that you need to do to get the old out of your head and start putting good new in, because at the end of the day, until you remove the old garbage, it's hard to replenish it with good. right? So sometimes you have to forgive people you may not have forgave. Sometimes you have to put some of the sad old happened to you to the back burner, and you have to start feeding yourself with new, useful information. And that's how it started for me. I was reading books. I wrote uncomfortable text messages. I wrote uncomfortable letters. I wrote uncomfortable emails. I did all that for my growth. So I want you guys to take this all in stride, and it's something I'm going to continue to discuss with you as time evolves. It's very important. It's very tight to me. It's very important to me to discuss these things with you. And even as it pertains to business, these are things you can utilize. So I hope you guys got something from this video. Keep kicking, right? Don't it up off the gas. If you need any advice, you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything at all, drop a comment. I respond to them. It's me alone. If you have a question, if you need another way to get in contact with me, I will provide that for you because I'm here to help you. I understand what it's like to struggle. Today is the day we start digging yourself up out of that struggle. Today is the day we build that business. Today is the day you go after every thing in life that you deserve because you deserve it all. Have an amazing day. Keep kicking. Peace.